The flourishing town culture that blossomed in Edo served as a stage for various artistic and practical crafts, enriching people's lives in numerous ways. With their lively expressions, the Edo-style child dolls seem to speak to us from the past. Ukiyo-e prints, depicting beautiful courtesans and kabuki actors, became popular among Edo's townspeople and were admired by many. During the Edo period, various types of brushes were produced and refined. It is said that there were about 30 types. And let me introduce some of them. The nori brush was used for gluing scrolls and folding screens. While the mokuhan woodblock brush was used for applying pigments to woodblocks in ukiyo-e printing. The ninguo doll brush was solely for painting dolls. Other brushes included the sensoku dyeing brush, used for dyeing kimonos, and the urushi lacquer brush, used for lacquering. The work of an huogushi, frame maker, involves preserving calligraphy and paintings in good condition and decorating their surroundings. It is considered an artistic skill, involving water and brushes. The materials mainly consist of Japanese paper paste and a small amount of glue. So skilled craftsmanship and reliable tools are required.
こういうふうに慣れた時にですね、もうすでにこの刷毛はまっすぐ戻ってるわけですね。悪い刷毛っていうのはこのまま折れた状態のままになっているんです。そういうことですね。それであと糊を落とした時に毛先が揃ってるということですね。よく割れてしまう先っちょが割れてしまう刷毛があるんですけども、毛先がこのように一直線に揃ってるって形が我々にとって使いやすいですから、いい刷毛になると思います。その他にこういうふうに糊を研いでまして、糊のこの含みがいいと申しますかね、糊が刷毛にしっかりついてくるという形ですね。それと同時に切れが良くなってくるということだと思います。はい。
Now, let's visit Aoki-san's workshop and see the brush manufacturing process. Various animal hairs are used as materials for brushes.
ここにございますのが、馬の尾の先の毛でございまして、毛質はやや粗く、これは経木屋さんが使うのに最高の品物でございます。それからここにありますのが馬のたてがみの毛でございます。毛質としては柔らかいので、硬い毛と混ぜて、これも経木屋さんの糊分けに使うものでございます。これは馬のお腹の毛でございまして、毛質としてはごくごく柔らかいものでございます。使い道といたしましては、人形の上塗り用の刷毛に使うものでございます。ここにありますのは鹿の毛でございます。主に染色分けに使うものでございます。ここにございますのは羊の毛でございます。主に化粧化けに使うものでございます。
Horsemane hair is used for brushes for the festival's glue application. The best hair is selected from 15 to 20 houses to make one brush. The chosen hair is collected and boiled in a pot. This process straightens the hair's curls and removes the oils. After 3 to 4 days of sun drying, the most important part of the hair, the tips, is selected and aligned according to Kyoto's method. The hairs are roughly cut to the required length for making brushes.
今やってるこれはですね、この毛の中には細いんだの太いんだのというものがありまして、でこれを混ぜることによってこれ平均化しまして、それでハケが平均な腰になるわけです。
The thinner hairs are flexible but weak at the base, while the thicker hairs are strong but stiff.
こうやって2、3回やってるうちに太い毛と細い毛がちょうどよく平均化されるわけですね。
To remove the fat from the hairs and straighten the curls, they are mixed with rice husks and heated with an iron. This process removes the grease from the hairs, making them more flexible.
.この揉むことによってこの毛が全体に灰が回るわけですね。
And completely remove the oil from the surface of the hair. It becomes a brush with good adhesive properties. While kneading the hair on a stand, the tips of the hair are aligned. Bouge refers to hair without tips. When lightly touching the tips with a small knife, those with tips will slide, while those without tips or with inverted tips will catch and come off. Determine the length according to the size of the brush and cut the roots of the hair. Use split cypress wood for making the handle part of the brush. Make holes for threading with a thread. bundle the amount of hair according to the size of the brush, and wrap it with paper. Smooth and adjust the hair, so that the thickness of the hair becomes uniform. Comb to remove tangled hair. Separate the root and tip of the hair. Carefully comb both the root and tip. This will align all the hair in a straight, single hair from root to tip, while maintaining the uniform thickness of the hair. Carefully fit it in. If there are thin parts in the hair, they can cause shedding, so the work is carefully done. Additionally, use the knife to average the thickness of the hair. To protect the paper-wrapped hair, reinforce it with strong cherry bark. Fix it to a binding block to sew it. Silk thread is used for binding. Silk thread expands when wet, but returns to its original state when dry, tightly securing the hair. Remove any protruding hair. Cut and align the tips, and the brush is complete.
刷毛作りで一番大切なことは材料の良いものを選ぶことと作る上で逆毛や先のない手を念入りにスレ取りを行うことですね。
A brush with soft tips, strong resilience, and good adhesive properties for the glue is now finished. Horsehair is soft and of good quality, but it alone does not have the resilience to become a glue brush. Therefore, they mix the stiff hair at the base of the horse's tail and attach it to the soft vertical horsehair. The shorter, mixed hair from the base of the tail becomes the waist, creating a perfectly blended horsehair brush. This technique of dull paper beautifully expresses the innocence, loveliness, and lively expressions of young children. In the manufacturing process, a finished brush with no irregularities is required. The head, torso, and limbs are coated more than 5 times in the process.
地塗り用のこの刷毛は馬の毛でできてるんですけどね、人形の場合5分を使いますので、まずコシがあるっていうのと含みがいいっていうことですね。生地により深くこう入っていくっていうんですか、奥まで入っていくことですね。
人形刷毛は馬の尾の毛の中でもよりによった先端の毛を使います。
Ukiyo-e, which conveys the beauty of Edo culture to this day, is a precious craft for Nagao, the rubbing craftsman. He can quickly distinguish between good and bad brushes.
Soon わかるんです。そのいい悪いはね。知ってるやつがね、悪いハケ使うとね、数が擦れない。数で違っちゃうし、悪いハケじゃハケ使いが多くなるしね。
Bad brushes require more effort from the craftsman to achieve smooth rubbing. The materials used for woodblock printing are the tips of horse-tail hairs, after they have been cut. Woodblock brushes are finely processed by breaking the hair without tips with a file, to improve the depth of color absorption. It is essential to make sure that there are no gaps in the brush, to avoid unevenness during woodblock printing. Process involves ingenuity in using the same materials in different ways, depending on the purpose of the brush.